Hey guys, it's Isnora here and welcome back to another video. So for this video, I'm going to be walking around on two legs and on all fours in the woods with my homemade GoPro. Hope you guys can see. And if I showed you guys anything from before in the woods, it was winter. And now it's spring and I honestly have no idea where I'm going. Because honestly, everything looks completely different from winter. Now, obviously that makes sense. First thing I want to show you guys is my outside theory and den got knocked over again. That was actually happened a long time ago, but I never got the chance to tell you guys. Some of you guys know, some of you don't. So I kind of gave up on rebuilding it. Now, I guess at this point, if I had rebuilt it, it would have been way more sheltered now that there's all of these leaves and new trees. But I'm just kind of like, I'll just find a new spot. It's spring. There will be lots of more spots to find. Way easier to build than in winter, obviously. So we're going to hopefully find a new spot. My Alpha Stardust is coming over for a sleepover tomorrow. We're going to have a special on all fours GoPro video. Hopefully tomorrow or Sunday. So that'll be good. So we're just going to be walking and you guys are going to come with me. And I'll tell you guys the time when I go on all fours. Right now, since I have no idea where the heck I'm going, honestly, like I have a basic idea of which direction I'm going to, but everything is filled with leaves and I can't see 50 feet in front of me. When in the woods, I could see all the way down to the creek from here. Which, I mean, the creek's pretty far back. It's probably a few hundred yards, I would say. So I think we're going to take the safe bet of what we always do and follow the dry creek bed that goes all the way down to the creek, because what other better way to find the creek than following a creek bed? And I know there's not going to be barely any new plants in the creek bed because it's all stone. Here's part of the creek bed, just as wintry as it was before. And I also can't see out into the field because everything's overgrown. And I literally can't see where I'm going. But it's fine. We're going on this adventure together. There's thorns right there. I used to be able to walk right through there. Easily. I can go this way. I've walked this path on all fours before. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world. I didn't go downhill because I can't go downhill on all fours to save my life. But I can go uphill and upstairs and up things like that. I always loved this bark. It was just so smooth, and like, if I actually had claws like a cat, which I really wish I did, that'd be a great scratching post because it's so smooth and satisfying. So I can't go down that way, obviously. And if I ever do, hopefully I will, but when I do on all fours in this video, sorry if it's kind of pointed toward the ground instead of forward. It's just the position I walk. So let's see. Can't go down that way, or we could technically, but it would be kind of hard. And there's also a new fallen tree that I noticed that fell, I guess, during storms of the winter that I didn't notice when it fell. So lots of cedar trees, I noticed. There's a lot more cedar trees growing than there was last spring, which is a good thing, bad thing. Very dense wood. Hard to move, but they're very sturdy. So we're gonna go over here to this kind of like wall pathway thing. I used to walk into in the winter trying to find new spots for dens, and I was in no luck. And now that I'm in this area again, literally there used to be nothing here. Like I could have just walked through and just laid on the ground and I would have been fine. But now there's plants everywhere, which happens in spring, you know. So let's see, we're gonna go over here. And when I bring my Alpha out to this territory, she's gonna be shocked because she's been here several times in the winter and even fall of last year, and she knows it pretty well. But now that I take her here in spring, she's gonna be shocked about how much it's changed. Probably more shocked than me, because I've been out here a few times as it's changed, but not really that much. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna meander down to this big bed. And this tree is actually pretty helpful because I can grab onto the insides of this bark that's peeling. And it's really strong. I think it's oak probably. Or maple. One of the strong boys, you know. And there are also spots that when it flooded, dirt flooded in with it. So like, just things have been completely abolished. And I'm like, it changed. And some of it is changed for the good, some of it's changed for kind of the bad because I don't know where anything is. I used to have major checkpoints in these woods so I could tell where I'm going. And now it feels like I'm setting such a slow pace that like all my checkpoints are just like swallowed in the newness. Like I remember putting that stick there and this whole area used to just be bare. Like this thing, this moss right here used to be completely bare and I could just sit on it. But no, there's stuff everywhere now. It's amazing. I think I'm going to stop you guys here and start you in another part of the woods, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back, and I'm definitely closer. So, let's see. This is my old rock outcropping, and let me tell you the difference. This whole mound of dirt, if you step in it, your foot just sinks. Like, I get scared walking in it because I feel like I'm just going to drop right down. So this area used to be my old base rock, but then I realized it flooded really easily. The last time I checked this area after it rained really bad, this whole ditch was flooded up to here. Like, this whole rock was flooded. And I was like, what the heck? And this whole thing was flooded. You could barely walk. And this amount of plants that are everywhere is just crazy. So right down there is the creek. Obviously can't see it because it's blocked by all the plants. But we're going to make our way down to the creek very dangerously. How about we not walk on that because that definitely isn't stable. And there's a bunch of bugs everywhere, which doesn't bother me too bad until they start actually bothering me. Like, there's so many dead trees and stuff everywhere. Everything's slippery and like, I don't even know where to step anymore. I feel like I'm just gonna fall. And there's also snakes probably, but it's not really, everything's so like clouded. Not clouds literally, but like with leaves and stuff. But luckily the sun really can't get in that much. So snakes probably aren't out in this area basking. So that's good. But we're really close. You can't see the creek. It's probably covered with like green stuff. But we're getting very close. I'm not even sure. I was about to be like, I'm not even sure it's there anymore. But it is. It doesn't look like it's got very much water and it hasn't really rained that much in a while. I think it rained last night, but just like a little bit. Now this is the path that I used to get down to the creek. Hardly a path anymore. I will have to say that on the way down here when I wasn't filming, that's the newly fallen tree. When I was on the way down, right after I finished filming, I looked around, I kind of said to myself, I was like, there was a path right here, and I was like, it's not there anymore. Then I looked hard and I was like, it is. It's just covered by everything. I could not see where I was going. So we're here at the bank of the creek, and honestly, I don't know what's up, but the creek is disgusting right now. I'm just gonna flat out say it. There's just, it's disgusting. There's no other way to put it. People have been putting all kinds of crap and trash in the creek, what they shouldn't. Now, this may look like a lot of water to some people, but this really is not a lot of water compared to like how it usually is. This is the bank that isn't on our property. And this is the bank that is on our property. I go over there a little bit, but it's kind of hard to get over there if I don't have rain boots on. So we finally made it, and I'm pretty amazed. I just can't see a thing in here. I'm gonna have to get used to this. But definitely the spots for dens is much higher than it was in winter, which is a good thing. But I mean, I know I keep saying this, but guys, this is basically my territory, and it's like relearning my whole territory over again. Because all my major landmarks are just gone. I'm gonna have to create new landmarks. So I think I'm going to do some contramix when I get back in my yard for you guys. And the second part of this video will be uploaded later with the race with my Alpha. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the video. I wonder if you guys are just as amazed as I am. So I'll see you guys in the next part or another video. And bye!